Oh my God, it's as if Israel has gone mad. They claim to be striking Hezbollah targets in Lebanon in response to missile attacks, yet they continue to devastate entire cities. The Middle East has turned into a sea of blood. But how far will this bloody war go? How long will the world watch as people die for political ambitions? Every day, we see new reports of attacks on TV, on websites, in newspapers. Children, women, the elderly. Innocent people who have no chance of escaping the war are losing their lives. How much longer will the world remain silent in the face of this cruelty? Who will stand up and say, enough, to Israel's relentless assaults? Recent developments show that the conflict is not limited to just one region. The tension reached its peak when Russian assets were hit in Syria. The atrocities in the Middle East are spreading from small villages to large cities, and eventually they will reach the West. But when will this brutality arrive in the West? Will this war be confined to that geography, or are we witnessing the first steps of a world war? These lands have been soaked with blood and tears throughout history. But now, the amount of suffering has exceeded what the land can bear. The war is no longer just their problem. It is at our doorstep. Yes, this reality is not far from us. If someone doesn't stop Israel, this brutality will soon reach us. Our women will be the prisoners of war, and our children will become the casualties. At this point, everyone must think carefully. No political ideal, no political goal is more important than the future of our children. The true losers of this war are not the politicians, but the people. We do not want war. Thousands of women and children have died, right in front of the world's eyes, live on air. In Palestine, in Lebanon, in Syria, and who is next? When will this bloodshed end? How many more families will be destroyed? How many more children will be orphaned? War doesn't just affect one area. It destroys lives, futures, hopes, and most importantly, humanity itself. The blood and suffering in the Middle East are now calling for an international response. The conscience of humanity must awaken. We cannot allow the normalization of war, violence, and death. Today it's Palestine, tomorrow it's Lebanon, Syria, and then perhaps another country. The pain and destruction of war know no borders. Let me remind you, peace is the common desire of all of us. We don't want to celebrate the future or the birthdays of our children with blood and tears. That's why everyone must put their hand on their heart and take action to stop this war. We must raise our voices and work for peace, because war is not just a decision of politicians. It is a struggle for the survival of people. In conclusion, immediate action must be taken. The violence and bloodshed must be replaced by diplomacy, reconciliation, and human dignity. Humanity must stand up and put an end to this war before more blood is spilled. If we don't stop it now, we will all lose ourselves in the shadow of war. Nothing in this world is more precious than the smile of our children. And to protect that smile, we must say no to war.